Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It is Jackie, and today I am back with another recipe. Today I'm going to be making some delicious salmon with a side of bacon wrapped asparagus and some Mexican rice. I think you guys are going to absolutely love this. I absolutely love salmon, and asparagus is probably one of my favorite vegetables, and you can't go wrong with a little side of Mexican rice. I am Latina, so I have to add a little bit of that Latina side of me into this recipe. But let's get started, guys. So to get started with the wrapped asparagus, I actually kind of prepped a little bit. So our asparagus is going to look like this. It is super easy. You just cut the ends of the asparagus, wash them, dry them, and then you just wrap them with a little piece of bacon, which I'll be showing you. I have one here to show you. But here it is, 3. I actually like the asparagus to be a little bit on the thicker side, because if it's a little too thin, I feel like it doesn't come out as good. So you're gonna take one piece of bacon like this, and then you're just going to grab your asparagus, you're gonna hold it together, and then you're just gonna wrap it like a little blanket around this asparagus, just like this. Super easy to do. And then we're going to season that. But let me wash my hands really quick. Alrighty, so I already have my pan going at a medium heat. You don't want it going at a high heat, because the bacon will release the fat and then it's gonna just like jump all over the place. So we don't want that. But when we are gonna put it in there, I'm gonna be seasoning it with a little bit salt and pepper, and then just a little bit of garlic powder. So I'm just gonna place them like this, side to side. I will show you. So I will place them just like this. They're all wrapped cutely. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt, not too much, because I think like the bacon has its natural salts already. And then we're gonna use a little bit of pepper, just a little bit to your liking. I'm not really big on measuring stuff, so yeah. So we have that, and then I'm just gonna add a little bit of garlic powder, just a little touch, just to give it a little taste, like a little yummy flavor. So here it is. Here we have our bacon wrapped asparagus, a little bit of salt and pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder, and that is all you need pretty much. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and place these in here, and I'm gonna get started with the asparagus, because you want your bacon to cook on all sides. So I would start off with the asparagus first. So we're gonna put these right in here. So I have 4 going, and then in the meanwhile, while that's cooking, I am gonna slice this beautiful piece of salmon. This looks absolutely delicious. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut them into like little fillets, and then I am going to season them. Same thing with this, just kind of eyeball it, you know, just like a good portion, like a little steak. And yeah, depending on how big you want it, you can just go ahead and slice it. So I kind of do like here in the middle of the salmon, I do like 2 inches kind of wide. On the end, this one is a little bit wider just because it's a little bit thinner. And yeah, just pretty easy. I do want to put a little bit of olive oil, not too much, because this has its natural fat already. So I just want to add a little bit, so then everything that I add, all the seasonings, will actually stick to it. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt right here. Again, to your liking, just a little bit. We're gonna do a little bit of garlic powder. You wanna be generous, not extremely generous, but for sure, you wanna make sure you have some in there. And then this is just Cajun seasoning. And I like a little bit more of this, so I'm gonna definitely add a little bit more. Just like that. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper to this. So we're gonna go ahead and add some pepper. And this is going to be so good. So then all I'm gonna do is I'm going to flip the fillets onto the other side and do the same thing that I did. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil and all of my seasonings because I do like both sides to be seasoned. Super easy, healthy, delicious. I love it. All right, so here we go. Olive oil. And then a little bit of salt. A little bit of garlic powder. A little Cajun seasoning. And our asparagus is cooking beautifully. I can hear it sizzling in the back. So my pan is already really hot. Actually, I'm gonna lower it a little bit. I only put a little bit of avocado cooking spray, just a tiny bit. And I would go with an avocado oil spray or olive oil because they can tolerate more heat and it won't burn quite as like easily. So yeah, my favorite's like avocado oil. All right, so this is ready. I'm going to place my fillets here into this pan. And then I will flip my asparagus on to the other side. So there we have that. And we want our asparagus crispy on all sides, so we're just gonna flip it onto the other side. And this recipe is gonna be, I don't even know, it's gonna be delicious, it's gonna be mouth-watering, it's gonna be all of the above. So here we have our bacon, and it's nice and crispy on one side. I'm just gonna let that side get crispy and then flip it over. And our salmon, we're gonna flip it over in just a few minutes. So our asparagus is looking nice and crispy on all sides. I'm just gonna transfer it onto this board just to let it kind of drain a little bit of the grease. And then we're just going to go ahead and add our other asparagus, the rest. And our salmon is looking beautiful, nice, and I think it's ready. So like really nice and crispy on one side. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over. Oh yeah, it's perfect. I really like it, like golden, really nice and blackened, really pretty. So I'm gonna flip it over. I would say it takes about, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes or so on each side, depending on the heat of your stove. But this one is looking delicious. And we already have our first batch of asparagus here. And then I have some lemon wedges that I'm going to be using for the salmon, so be sure to cut up some lemon wedges as well. So I'm just going to wait for this to cook up. So the first batch of salmon is ready. It was nice and crispy on both sides. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in the other batch. Alrighty. So we're just going to flip the recipe to the salmon. Extra roll. Almost ready. So everything is ready. So I went ahead and I plated our beautiful piece of salmon right here. This looks delicious, and you can see like the juices down in the bottom. I don't like to overcook the salmon because then it will dry out. So you definitely want to make sure it's a little juicy. And here is our beautiful bacon wrapped asparagus. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be delicious. So I went ahead and I had cooked some rice. So here we have our rice. Let's go ahead and plate this. And then I'm gonna put a beautiful piece of salmon right here. And a little piece of our bacon wrapped asparagus, and this is ready. It looks so delicious. I cannot wait. And what do you guys think? Are you guys ready to eat? I am ready to eat. So I like to add a little bit of lemon juice onto the salmon, just like that. I love the flavor of the lemon on the salmon. It is delicious. I'm gonna cut a little piece of this asparagus so I can go ahead and try it for you guys. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely perfect. All right, let's give this salmon a taste. I already know it's gonna be so good. It is perfect, just the way I thought it would be. It is nice and juicy. It is not dry at all. And here is our asparagus. With our bacon. Still steamy. And rice. This turned out amazing. The salmon was perfect. It was nice and blackened on both sides, and it was still juicy. So that is my favorite part. The bacon was nice and crispy all around the asparagus, and the rice was just delicious. I'm gonna go finish eating this, guys, but I hope you guys get a chance to give this recipe a try. Cook for your friends or your special someone for Valentine's, or I don't know, just because. But yeah, this is delicious. Give it a try, guys. I can't wait to come back and record another video for you guys. Give me ideas, send me a message, let me know what you would like to see. And yeah, be sure to subscribe down below. Follow me on all my social media platforms. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.